Alright YouTube, it's Hair BMW. Going to start on the first sub-assembly for the 2006 330i. This is the passenger's compartment back end of the center console. This is the old one. This is the shiny brand new one. So the first thing I've got to transfer over is the ashtray, which this car came equipped with a smoker's package, which even in 2006 seems kind of odd, but nevertheless, as far as I know, or at least not that I've been able to find, there's no sort of replacement convenience item that can go in this location. So as far as I know, this is pretty much the only choice you have, and as always, it's just a series of really aggravating little tabs. As much as I don't have any use at all for an ashtray, I'm going to put it back. Aggravating things, because, well, what else would I put in that hole? So what I really should have, I think, is a little screwdriver just to hold that aggravating thing in place once you get it pushed in, because as soon as you move, it wants to pop back out. So, there. Smarter than the average German engineer is not that easy, because they sure do figure this stuff out. I really don't want it to come out of there. I guess that's a good thing. There we go. And there you go. So, there it is. Now, I had this out a couple of weeks ago when I first got the car, and I've got this all cleaned up. It's all ready to go. So this piece is in good shape. I don't think, like a lot of sedans, I don't think this car really ever got used very much in the rear seat, although somebody used it enough to have messed up this air vent here. There's a whole series of little gears and wheels and cogs and things in there, and this one was all messed up, and I thought it might have been broken beyond repair, but took it out, took it apart, figured out everything was there, and again, it's just a juggling act to fit it all back in there, but in the end it did fit, so I was glad of that. So there's this big flat clip's got to go in that location right there, and I missed it. So let's see if we can just push it back out enough to get it to pop in there. There it is. There it is. Click, click. Click, click. So 2 tabs at the bottom, and if you were doing that from the outside, that would be tough. If you didn't take this off, to get those two tabs to all pop out without breaking something would be tough. And one of the things that you'll notice on the old one is there's one tab left of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and 2 at the top. So there's 12. One at the top is still good. This one on the side is still good. Every other one on here is completely broken off. So as people have had this on and off for whatever reason over the years, I don't know, they've not necessarily maliciously, but they've just broken a lot of these tabs. So you can see here, these two have the little holes in them for some sort of locking. I think these are more just guidance. and then these have little tabs to catch. So this one's in good shape. So next up is the air conditioning vents and controls. There is a very difficult to get to back in here wire that I've already disconnected on the center console, and this is hopefully going to be just a little bit more of the same. Just going to push down a couple of tabs and hopefully just get this to pop out. But again, because I'm reusing it, I want to make sure that I understand what's got to happen before I just start doing a whole lot of pushing and mangling, because I don't want to ruin anything here. I think if I can get these two at the same time. There we go. So I got those two. There's one down at the bottom and one on the side, and it appears that if I can get those two at the same time, that it's going to let the top, which has got some much larger tabs on it, just sort of pop out. So that's the theory. We shall see. There we go. There it is. Okay. So there's the old, man, it's just sticky. It's just nasty. I don't know if, I suspected it may be that they had some kind of coating or paint. I tried cleaning this up, and it's just, you know, it's got that smear like it's adhesive. I don't know. Just, again, it's just nightmarish. And a few weeks ago, while I was doing all my investigating, I had taken this piece out. I had repaired this side over here, cleaned everything up, and so I feel good about this all pretty much being ready to go back together. And there's a little clip down inside of here that is supposed to grip these wires, and for some reason, I think when I was trying to get it pulled out of the, you know, the connectors, I mean, BMW's almost got one connector for every daggone wire they make. It's just, I don't know how in the world they can keep track of every single connector that they put on every single car. I just don't know how they do it. But I guess because they make them as subcomponents, they're not dealing with them all at one time. But nevertheless. So this one, hopefully, again, will be just a direct drop in. And snap, snap. And we'll see what happens here in a second. There we go. So all of my tabs are popped over, so that's good. There we go. So one completed sub-assembly. Now comes the hard part. Now I've got to try and get the center console out, and that is going to be a big job. So I'll get back to you when I get a little farther along. Alright, YouTube, so we got a little unexpected project. I shouldn't say unexpected, but you just never know quite what you're going to find. So I've managed to get out the top of the center console. Here's the iDrive, shifter, ashtray, dashboard would be up here. And when this carbon fiber vinyl was applied, I know at least one time this has all been out. And what I found here, hopefully you'll be able to see this, where this clip is, this piece is loose, and for whatever reason it's segmented, the plastic is segmented all the way around, I guess maybe for different applications. So because the clip is right there, what I want to try and do is reaffix that. So I just happen to have some 5-minute epoxy gel around. It's a product of opportunity. I bought it at some point, have no earthly idea why, but I still had it around. So my plan is to mix some of this up. I suspect I won't bore you guys with a whole lot of this mess. It will just wind up being edited out. Clearly this is not going to work. So that's okay. Nothing ventured, nothing lost. There we go. So I will figure something else out, and I'll get back to y'all in a while. Thanks. Alright guys, we're back. I've decided to go with a little super glue here. It seems to be working just fine. So this is the iDrive controller unit, and it's a Torx T20, and there are 4 Torx head. There's sort of a screw with a built-in washer. Pretty straightforward. There is a lot of glue residue under this piece from where they sprayed it, I guess, when they put this this carbon fiber vinyl on. It's not proven to be a problem. So with those 4 out, there's a little hole with a pin sticking up through it here, and you can see there's 2 tabs that are pushed down under back here. So in theory, this should just sort of lift up and pop out. So that'll get a little attention just to clean it up a little. It's not in bad shape, but that shouldn't be too bad. And this is actually a Torx 10, and my drive set doesn't go that small, so fortunately I happen to have one of these fold-out ones, and it's the smallest one that I had, so that was fortunate, because it wouldn't be the first project involving a BMW where at the last minute I was running to the auto parts store to try and find some tool that I didn't have. So this is the ashtray component here, and I did notice that this one screw head down at the end is really corroded up, so it's odd, but nevertheless I'm going to clean it up and see what I can do with it. And it looks to me like there's a piece of foam there, and this just pops out. It sort of is wedged a little bit between those 2 clips right there, but that definitely needs some cleaning and attention. So that'll be another little mini project, but there you have it. Really, technically, I didn't need to do any of this because this piece could have just popped right into the new console. But as long as I have it out, I want to take every opportunity to clean up as much as I can. There was a little spot over on the side here where this vinyl had puckered out a little, so I'm going to fix all that. I've said in my previous videos, this clearly is not the original, not factory, but I like it. I like it a lot, so I'm going to keep it, just clean it up. It's very easy to work with. It's most of what I see on the videos with people doing carbon fiber, it's a film, and this is a fabric. It's a stretchy fabric. It's a matte finish, which is really nice. Of course, in the car, I didn't want anything shiny. And when you look at the wood grain that was in here, this is so much nicer than the wood grain. I have seen people who've done the satin aluminum or the aluminum trim in black, and it looks great. Probably would be my next choice after this black, but I like it. I'm going to keep it. It's easy to work with, so that's about it for now, folks. I'm going to just get to doing some nitty-gritty cleaning here, and then the next step is going to be the big one, which is to get the center console out. So I'll get back to you.